Hi, my name is Charles Winfield. Today I'll be going over the Module 9 assignment, Collaboration and Design for Codeboxx. The objectives of Module 9 were to implement product design using MERN and to learn the fundamentals of collaboration. The requirements for Module 9 were to create a Postman collection of API routes, build pages for the login, registration, home, network, and blog, create a modal to create blog posts, make a separate branch for each feature, develop front-end design of the Codeboxx application. All right, this is the login page of the Codeboxx application. We've already populated here. This is an admin account, so I'm gonna log in and show you the admin account. So here we are. We've got the four pages inside the app. We've got home, blogs, network, and admin, which is exclusive only to the admin account. I'll log into another account and later on in the video to show you the difference. The blogs page shows all the latest posts of all the users, or all the posts of all the users. The network shows who's logged in and who's not logged in and who's all in the network. And then we have the home page, which shows the current user, their authorization level, name, online status, and post. All right, so we're on VS Code. We're going to look at the files that control the login page. Of course, we have the login JSX page. And this is the page that renders the page. We have the router navigation hook, session management here. And if we look at the session files that we have for this, we've got the session context, which handles how the cookie is handled. And then we also have the session controller here, and this basically just goes over how the session is controlled once the user does log in. It creates a session. It looks for valid name and valid password. If it's not correct, it will shoot the error message back out, not valid. And then we've got the token here, and this is what we use to encrypt the token with. We've got the new session token ID. This is based on the schema here that was provided, and that's in our database folder. So we've got the session schema, and that's pretty much how that works. Next, we're going to be going over the registration page. So I'll give you the back end first, and then we'll show you the registration page. So that's handled by register user. So ultimately here, we pick the user on the registration page. And we've got that all set into one variable here, register. We did use the geo appify here to get the location field to auto populate, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. Here are the fields that we use for the registration page login. This is us fetching to get the location, and it shows city, state, and country if necessary. Um, So that's pretty much what handles here. And then we also have our form validation down here. Make sure we got the first name, last name. The characters are set to 50. Use this regex to check the email. Occupation. Make sure the password length is correct. That is at least 6 characters. And then here's what happens on submit. We go ahead and post that information. And then it shoots into the database there. All right, so we're logged out now, and we're gonna click the register now button here. So this is how you register onto the account here. So I'm just gonna put in a new name here. We'll just say Cool Breeze, and then we have the birthday picker here, which we can set by month, and then year and date. And then so the month will be February. There we go, February 13th, 2004. email and password, occupation. These are just other ones that I put in, so we'll just use those. And then we'll pick a random city just so you can see how that function works. So we'll say maybe like Ontario, uh, Canada. See if that populates. Because it's Ontario, Ontario. We'll try some stateside. We'll just say Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and you can see that populates there with the city and state. Create the account. Says the email already exists, so we'll create cool at cool.com. Create. Got the toast registration successful. Takes you back to the login page, and we'll say cool at cool.com and go ahead and log in. And as you can see, this is a new user. No posts have been created yet. We got the message to create one. And you can see here that this person is not an admin, so the admin button does not populate. Same features here. We've got blogs and we've got network here. And this shows me still being logged in as a admin. And then we have the create post. So we'll just say, welcome to Codeboxx. And we'll just let that be the first post. So you can see the post has been created. It shows up directly here in the user section. Then if we go to blogs, this is the last post it shows. Now we could do a like, and we can also add a comment here. So we'll just say good job. So now we have a comment added. And you can see here, if you wanted to add another comment, you could. The comments here are shown in the modal to reduce the space in the field here. But if we go over to the new users, we can see that, I mean, into the user that's logged in, we can see that that comment shows there. This is a real quick snapshot of the branches that I created on the GitHub. We got the layout feature, status, session, registration, post modal, network, nav bar. I did all these individually and then pushed those as I created the elements, pushed those to the dev branch. And then when I got to a new branch, I pulled the changes back to that new branch that I was working on, and then push and pull, push and pull to make sure that they're all updated. And currently we have, we're for the most part up to date. I do need to make some updates before I submit this final file, and then we need to submit all the changes to the main file, as you can see down here. All right, now we're going to log back in. I've got the admin logged in, and then we're going to create some new logins here with some, just so I can show you what it's like when multiple users are online. So you can see that functionality there. So we got one user, and the only reason it's doing this is because every time we log in, the session is keeping the user logged in unless they actually log out. So since I'm not logging out of the other accounts, I have to go in and log out manually every time I bring a new one up, but it's no big deal. All right. So I've logged into 3 other accounts, and just to show you here, when we go to network, it shows the other 3 users are logged in with the green dot here, online, online, and online. And then we also have online here for the user that's logged in. But if we go to network, you can see the other people there, online and online. So that's the last bit of functionality, is seeing when other users are on there. And just to show you again the difference, here's the admin login. It has the admin button. Here's the basic user. Does not have the admin button. All right, so our takeaways from Module 9, Collaboration and Design, where we learned how to work on a feature branch, designing one feature at a time, implemented front-end design techniques using MERN, gained perspective on how to break a project down into smaller components for design, and develop efficiency and development efficiency, and learn how to collaborate in a simulated fashion. Thank you for your time.